Alright, how's it going? This is gonna be a hard video for me to make, just because there's basically one small topic, but like with almost anything else, it branches off so much. It goes into, a variety of different topics. And I don't know. Basically, right now, I gotta release some negativity. And I was kind of angry yesterday, but right now I feel pretty good, you know. We'll take a quick look at these weather maps real quick. See if we notice anything. But see, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't be angry, or you shouldn't have fear, and you shouldn't have these negative emotions." Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. We have these emotions, and to me, it's what you do with these emotions. Like right now, I'm gonna talk about some issues and express myself, and I think why I'm so affected by it is because the main thing is, I try to treat people good. I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. Which, like, I don't steal from people because I don't want to be stolen from. And for some reason, we've been brainwashed in this world, and this profit is put ahead of people. As long as, these corporations now, as long as they can get away with it and make profit, they end up not caring about people. Like, let's say back in the day, okay, a long time ago when I first started paying bills, like let's say the gas company, we used to pay so many cents per cubic foot, and that was that. It was like, you know, part of the price was the market price, and like a little bit more because they were a business and needed to run that business, distribution costs and everything, and that was all rolled into the price. Well, all of a sudden, that wasn't good enough for them. All of a sudden, they needed to start these new fees. Let's say, like I said before, distribution. Now there's a distribution fee on top of that. And then they come out with stuff like, oh, now there's a surcharge. And they didn't care, like, if they lost, like, let's say 10% of their clientele. They didn't care as long as they could make more profit. And plus, it's kind of funny. There's other ways, like if you went to another company and let's say they didn't have the surcharge, you'd probably find out that they owned by the same people, and a year later they'd end up having a surcharge. It's all a big game, and basically what it comes down to is these people on the top are going to steal everything from everybody. And I don't know if everybody sees all that, but that's like basically what's going on. Like one world government, that ain't gonna happen until everything is stolen from everybody. Right now, they got it kind of where they want it. They want division. Like, let's say, okay, a corporation and the government. Well, they're two different entities. They actually work together behind the scenes, what we don't know, or most of us don't know. They're working together. But being separate, they create division. I'm like, oh, I don't know, this corporation. I didn't know. Like, it's this is gonna be a long winder. I didn't want it to be, but let's go into my story time. I'm gonna tell you what happened the other day, and it goes. I haven't had a bank account in a long time, and I knew this was gonna happen. I got an overdraft fee. And the reason why I got the overdraft fee is because they charged me. It says bad. what does it say, bad address, a bad address fee. Okay, they're saying my PO is no good. And it's the same PO. For 5 years I've lived here. It's not under my name. That didn't used to be a problem. Growing up, it never used to be a problem. Like, let's say I lived in my house. It was an address. And let's say my last name is Blue. Well, I got a letter from that's addressed to my house, but it's for Mr. Red. Well, they didn't intervene and stop that and say, hey, this is not supposed to go to Mr. Blue's house. It had my address, so I would receive it and go, hey, this is one, or actually it's 2 numbers off. This goes to my next door neighbor. And the government wouldn't intervene. Apparently now they're intervening. And because my name's not on the PO, they think it's a bad address. And what kind of really irritates me is I've been receiving mail there with my name, that PO box number, for 5 years. I got something right here that says my name, that PO box number. I'm going to have to go back to the bank, to the PO, and it's like the only thing that I don't know. But the most important thing that they happen to send back and I get charged money for just happens to be that bank statement. It's almost like they work together on that one. And it's kind of funny. If you knew where I live, how small of a town it is, okay, the bank and the post office, they're right across the street. It's like 20, 30 feet. You walk across the street. It's kind of insane, but okay, it's all the little stuff that adds up to the big stuff. So, I got charged an overdraft fee for a bad P.O. box office, but I get mail there. And now this is the topper. For 5 years, there were 3 people that used this box, all with different last names. Because it shouldn't matter. If you address it to a PO, doesn't matter. Like, let's say a relative stays at my house for a month, and they have a different last name, but they get their mail sent here. Is that a problem? No, it shouldn't be a problem. But now with this terrorist act, it's going to be a problem now, isn't it? They have to know everything from everybody because everyone's a terrorist. Why are we a terrorist? Because the government's freaking crooks. And they know it, and most of us are beginning to understand all that. And I'm so irritated right now. Oozfraba. Okay, let's look at some calming, pretty pictures, okay? I'm already at 8 minutes. That sort of irritates me. I guess this is going to be a 2-parter. Okay, where I was going is, for 5 years, we've been getting the Water and Sanitation's District mail for 5 years. At least 100 times, I personally went back to the post office and said, this is my P.O. box number. But we're not the water district. For 5 years. And then all of a sudden, my mail gets returned to the bank and I get charged for it. Does anybody find that odd, or is it just me? And I'm sorry for sounding mad. I gotta let it go. Oozfraba. How do you say that? I gotta let that go, dude. But, you know, I live very close to my means, very little cash, and, you know, I can't afford, I'm eating the $35 fee. I at least had to eat one of those. And that's what they've done. They've done it for a long time. That's not new. What is new is them saying that somehow I have to be labeled on that P.O. box to get mail. When for 5 years I didn't have to. 5 years I've been getting my mail with my name on it to that P.O. box. For 5 years I've been getting the water department's mail and giving it back to them. So, something doesn't seem right there. But I guess the other thing that irritates me is like, okay, that was food and gas money for me. And now I don't have no gas. Now I don't have no, well, I got some food in the house, but I was planning to get more food. And it took a choice away from me. My family wanted me to come visit them. Well, now I don't have no gas. So now I don't have that choice. And that's what the government is doing for everything. They're taking away our choices. And they're stealing everything from us. And it's irritating. And to treat people like this, to treat profit before people, something has to change. And I think it's a dramatic change. Like, you have to get rid of the government and start over. It can't be fixed. You literally have to start over. Burn it down to the ground and start over. And hopefully get good people that do good stuff in there. What's my time? 11 minutes. And like I said, this story goes into a whole bunch of different stories. And believe me, right now I want to talk about them all. But I shouldn't, because I can't make an hour video. People don't want to watch it. I don't even know how many people. I'm hoping my views don't reflect the actual people that watch my videos, because I do have relevant stuff to say, and I'm a loving and caring person, and I want to reach out to other loving and caring people, because I'm sure some people with wisdom, that live, that are understanding what I'm saying, that things have changed so much that it doesn't make any sense. It's all to protect us from ourselves. I mean, I'm a terrorist? Really? Let's see, I don't want to hurt no one. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to steal anything. I mean, there's so many things, so many liberties that they're taking away from us, all because they think they're just terrorists. And I'm tired of it. But it's way worse than that. I mean, I don't know. Some people don't understand what's ahead of them. And there's a total takeover. They're going to steal everything from everybody. And it's amazing that the whole world isn't awake to this. And the whole world could be awake to it. They could be just manipulating the numbers. What is my time? Oh, I'm sorry, people. This probably didn't turn out like I wanted it. It's already longer than I wanted it. And I don't know if I said it the way I wanted to. I don't know if I even got my point across. Maybe I just had to relieve some of this negativity and circle back and try to get back to love. And I should stop talking. I don't want to make this a two-parter. And, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in this world right now, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, how bad does it need to get till we actually do something? And I'm talking drastic measures here, because that's what's being done on the people. It's weird. I don't understand why people, like, the whole world should understand. I don't know. Well, good luck, people, and have a good day.